tutorial for this look. I did a burgundy look, it was 10 months ago, but near enough a year ago. So I thought I would just do one obviously a year later. I'm not very fancy. I didn't bother putting on eyelashes or face primer because I was like, I'm just going to take this straight off. So all the products that I use will be listed down below. And yeah, so stay tuned and you see how I created this look. Me and my onesie, repping Primark or New Look or wherever I got it. So to prime my eyelids, what I'm going to use is MAC's Select Cover Up Concealer in the shade NW15. This is a trick that I've seen artists like P. Louise use, and quite a lot of people are doing it nowadays anyway. It's got a little bit on the back of my hand and I'm just going to pop it on with a flat brush. This one's from MAC. It is a 252 brush. And I'm just packing that on the lid, just in dabbing motions. So it's quite concentrated. I don't want this to be thin. This method, it really brings out pigment in eyeshadows and makes the colours really stand out well. So what I'm going to do next is just fill in my brows. I probably should have done that first, but oh well, it doesn't really matter too much. So I'm just going to go in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills, just like every single basic bitch, including myself, that uses Anastasia Beverly Hills brow gel. And what I'm going to do first is underline my brow. So this will be quite a like harsh line, because this is what's going to give me my like guideline of shape. I'm going to clean up because I do like a bit more of an arch. And I'm just doing little strokes just to fill in the gaps. Here you go. I'm just going to go and clean up with concealer because I'm not too happy with the shape of that. I went too much onto the lid there. I'm just going to use that same concealer that I used as a primer. And this is just a Fraulein brush, which is like a cheap one that I've had for a million years. It's a bit dodgy, but still works. I'm just going to go in and fix this detail a bit. So whatever product's left on the back of my hand, I'm just going to go in with that. Perfecto! On point. So sharp you can cut a motherfucker. Right, what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to set it with a dark powder just on the ends, just because obviously that's where I've drawn on like a fake brow. Like I don't have much hair there, so I feel like it always looks a little bit lighter, and you can actually kind of see what I'm talking about on the camera. It just appears a little bit lighter. So I'm going to set that with powder just so it looks a bit darker and not so fake and light. I found my Sienna brow palette after like a million years looking for it. It's a bit dirty. All my makeup is like freaking dirty. Just like me. Jokes. I'm going to use the darkest shade. I'm just going to use the darkest shade, which is just that one, just to set the tail of the brow. I have naturally black hair, sometimes in the sunlight it can look brown, so I'm just going to set it with a dark brown. But if you had naturally black Asian hair, but probably like jet black, I suppose you could use Crave as well. I've used Crave in the past. That's just a sort of off black. That would work as well. I'm just going to set it with the Sienna one. It's annoying that this palette doesn't have a mirror. Like, who designed this? Design flaw. So I'm just setting that tail so it doesn't look so fake. And I'm just going to take it slightly into the front as well, just so it has a smooth transition between the two colours. There we go, so I'm planning on doing a burgundy smoky eye. The thing with this primer is that it does crease if you've not set it, so I'm just going to quickly blend it out again. I'll just use my finger. The transition colour that I'm going to use is burnt orange from the Anastasia Beverly Hills, however you pronounce that name. Every basic bitch has got this palette, so that'd be a good one to use. And I'm just going to start it in the centre of the eye, back and forth window wiper motions, just to blend it out and disperse it around my lid. So I've went in 3 times with that colour and I'm happy with how pigmented that is. Yeah, I'm going to go in with Rebirth from the Lime Crime Venus palette, the first one, which I'll show you. Just that colour just there. And I'm just going to work it in, same window wiper back, but not take it as high this time because I don't want to lose that colour. And also just help warm it up. I think I'm just going to take a little bit of Love Letter and see how that goes. This is more of a pink, but I'll build it up to a burgundy. Again, I'm just keeping this in the immediate crease area, not taking it up. There you go, so I'm just going to change blending brush, so I'm not using this MAC one anymore. I'm going to take this Morphe one, which is a little bit more like, more precise. so it places it more in the crease. It's not so like sparse out, it's more denser. So yeah, that's my logical thinking of why I'm gonna take Zetan Red. I don't know, I really can't read. I'm gonna just take this red colour, which is that one just there, but yeah, with a different brush. And again, I'm just keeping that in the immediate crease area. I'm not blending it up. Yeah, this is a Morphe brush. It doesn't have a number on it, so I don't know what it's called, but a Morphe black brush thing. So I'm now going to take Muse at long last from the Lime Crime Venus palette. I'm taking it slightly higher, my crease, just because I've got a bit of a hooded eye on this eye. So it's not really sitting that hooded right now because you can actually see a little bit of my lid, but sometimes it sits and it's like, can't see nothing. This brush again, with a little bit of Rebirth on it. Here we go, so that's both those eyes kind of at the same stage now. So I'm going to go in with Icon from the Lime Crime palette, just on this Morphe brush, and I'm just going to work it into that outer corner. I notice if I put my palette in front of my ring light, it makes everything dark, so I need to stop doing that. And then I'm just going to take just a tiny bit of Blackout from Urban Decay. Just using the Gwen Stefani palette. Blackout, because it is black. Just using wiggling motions just to press that product just where I want it. Because I don't really want to blend it, I'm more just pushing it in just so it stays really black and intense. Just in the outer corner. Do a little cut crease just within that shape there. I'm going to use Treasure, that's quite nice, which is this one. So I'm just going to get more Select Cover Up. I'm going to put product on both sides of the brush. I find this helps the brush go thinner. Just start drawing a shape that I think will suit my eye area. And I'm just going to blend it out a bit with my finger. There you go, and I'm going to go set that with Treasure eyeshadow. I'm going to use a flat brush. I think I'm going to use the one from Urban Decay. It's a flat shader brush, which is good for getting a precise line. There you go, so that's both those eyes at the same level. What I also done whilst my camera was on charge was just went rimmed it with black. So that was Crave just on this brush. I'll quickly just do it again, but there's not any product on this brush anyway. But I just went and rimmed it like that, just at the edge where I had the black, just to define it again, because you lost it because some of the eyeshadow went on the black. So it's just to give you that cut look, that sharp look like that. I'm just going to do eyeliner next. I could use a liquid lipstick actually. If it looks shit, I'll go over it with black. So this is Lime Crime's Beat It, which is like a burgundy colour, so we'll see how it looks. If it looks shiny, well. I'm just going to go over and like intensify that, just because it's like not watery, but this needs to be reapplied again. So yeah, I'm just going to do this for a change because I always do winged eyeliner, so be cultural, be different. I'd go over it with glitter actually, that would be pretty. I'm going to use, it's called Glittergasm, lol, which is like a pinky burgundy pretty colour. It's a size 3 and it's from Lit, and I'm just going to pop that over where like my eyeliner is. So I'm just going to paint like a line over and then pop glitter on top of it. I'm going to dip my brush into the glitter base, draw a line and then just put glitter over it. I think I'm going to do bright pink in the inner corner, but I'm just going to do all my foundation first and then I'll do like the inner corner and eyeshadow underneath and stuff like that. I'm not going to put any primer on because I'm literally just filming this. I'm not actually going anywhere or anything like that. Here you go. So for foundation, I'm going to use I always use my Urban Decay one, so I'm gonna be different and not use that one. I'm gonna use whatever this is called. It's got glitter all over it. It's the Illamasqua Rich Liquid. I thought this shade would have been fine for me, but it's not. It's too light, so I'm gonna mix it. I'm using another Illamasqua one to mix it. It's the Liquid Light Foundation color that's darker. L320 I think it's called. And then I'm just gonna get a foundation brush and mix that shade up. So I'm just applying my foundation. I work it in from the centre and then work it out. And then I don't really go near the eye too much because I'm just going to buff rim that. I don't really go like that because then that's how you like make your foundation streaky and like sometimes redness can show through. I'm just doing a dabbing motion. Pounce that shade, bitch. Once you like first place your brush on the face, that's where you've got most product. So if I started working it from the jaw into the centre of my face, it's kind of pointless because I don't have much redness here. I have more redness here. Excuse all my baby hairs for a baba. So I'm just pushing it into the skin. I'm just pushing it into the skin. An awkward time to start talking. I'm gonna try this and just buff it in like this. Never tried it, but first time for everything. I usually use number 1, but I can't find it. So this is number 2 in Collection 2000 concealer. It's not a massive difference, so I don't really mind. I'm just gonna buff near it. Well, dab, I'm just stippling motion, pressing it in, I don't know. Here we go, I'm just going to do the other side. So I'm just going to take Muse from the Venus palette again and just buff that underneath. And now I'm just taking, it's actually a lip liner, well, a lip crayon from Illamasqua. And I'm just going to use it on my waterline because I feel like it. And I'm just going in between my lashes as well, get rid of any gaps. I'm going to use Third Eye from Lime Crime, which is a burgundy colour. I'm just going to line my lips with this as well. I'm just going to colour them in just a little bit. And I'm just going to have Third Eye just in the centre mainly. These lips are like really dry. Here we go, so that's my lips done. Well, actually no, I think I'm going to put a gloss on them as well. My camera cut out so you didn't see me, but I was applying it. It's not really rocket science. So for a gloss, I'm just going to use this one from MAC. It's actually really pale, but I'm thinking it'll just add a bit of shine on top. I'm not going to use the brush because I obviously don't want it to go darker. Oh, and I've just got a lip brush and this is from Carla Powell. I love these lip brushes. I don't know what I'd do without them. They are my to-go-to brush. And I'm just going to do it in the centre. A pink highlight in my inner corner just for something a little different. And I'm using, I think it's called Neon Pink or something pink. It's from MAC. I'm just going to use that same brush that I used to buff under. I'm just using wiggling motions just to deposit the most product. There we go, I like that. I'm going to use a bit of glitter. Well, I won't I? Probably some chunkier glitter. This is the first pinky glitter that I picked up, so I'm just going to use that. It's like just in a wee jar. I'm just going to pop that on with the lit glitter adhesive as well, like I did last time. I'm just going to use this brush from Morphe, which is just a really small version, which is good for your inner corner if you want like a little replacement, which I do want with the glitter. So I'm just going to dip my brush into the glitter adhesive, pop it onto my eye and then brush into glitter. Pretty! Well, I'm just going to do some highlight underneath my brow bone now. I'm just going to use this brush that I've been using for concealing because I like the shape of it because it fits exactly underneath my brow. So I'm just going to use Treasure. That one just there. Something that I didn't do that I wanna is use brow gel. I just totally forgot, so I'm using Illamasqua's brow gel, well, Brow Build it's called, and I think it's shade Thrive. Yeah, Thrive. I got this in their sale and it was only like $3.50. Hashtag bargain. Hashtag bargain hundo. I like the front of my brow to be like up. Okay, so this is like a messier, high fashion type of brow. Cream pigment from Illamasqua, it's called Hollow, and I'm using a unicorn brush. I'm just going to set that with a bit of powder as well. This is called Fawn. It's from the Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. Because this is like a burgundy sort of pink theme, I'm going to use Pink Opal from MAC just as a highlight colour. It's got like a pink sort of undertone thing to it. If I didn't do my lipstick, I would have done some on the Cupid's bow, but I done it the wrong way around. Oopsie. Got too excited with the lip colour choice. That is not glowing enough for me, so I'm going to put another highlighter on. I'm going to go with Jeffree Star's King Tut. I know that never lets me down. That highlight is like... So this is King Tut from Jeffree Star. Me and my onesie, repping Primark or New Look or wherever I got it.